Hello everyone and welcome back to Krastorio 2. This is Otaku's Showboat. Yeah, if you've been enjoying the series thus far, please be sure to do all the social stuff below the video, etc, etc. Hit that great big blue join button and all of that shenaniganry. Today I am recording on a usual day at a usual time where I would be streaming. However, my internet upload rate has been terrible lately, and I have some standards of quality of video content that I don't think would get met at all if I were to stream on this particular day, because my upload rate is just that bad. And I have a poll going to determine thoughts about what to do going forward in regards to all of that, so it's on my community panel on my channel. Just a little poll asking, do you want to just see the very, very poor quality of streaming at the normal streaming time, or would you rather have a higher quality pre-recorded video that is done through the Premiere system, which would have the live chat on it? It's just pre-recorded, and I would be hanging out with the live chat. I would be part of the experience still. It's just I wouldn't be live responding on the video. I would be live responding through the chat. But regardless of all of that, I doubt that we'll get an even remotely close to representative sample of votes on that, so it's ultimately going to be my decision one way or the other, taking into account, oh, there's probably going to be like 10 total votes on a sample population that's like 1,120 subscribers on my channel. Yeah, that's not even remotely close to being able to determine with any degree of confidence what the entire population of my viewership would like to see in the end, so I'm just going to have to end up doing what I feel like doing, regardless of the results, but at least I'll know what a few people would like to see in the end, what the tolerance threshold is on the quality of the videos. Regardless, that has nothing to do with Krastorio. That is a completely separate series. When we last met, what did I do? I've wrapped up a massive expansion of green circuits very recently, and yeah, they're going. I don't think I've made any major mistakes. Of course, videos have not gone live yet that would have comments telling me the things that I have done wrong. I'm pretty sure there have been things that I have done wrong. But yeah, the green circuits, they're flowing. A few more. I have a few more than I used to have. As are the red circuits and the blue circuits. They are all flowing freely at this point in time. I am, in fact, in need of more throughput on the red circuit trains, because those trains are both active, and I am accruing resources in the storage containers, those bulk rail loaders, meaning I need to either add a train or increase the amount of stuff in my trains, or both, and I'm thinking the answer is both in this circumstance. They are holding a full row. Let's make that 2 rows. But let's also add an entire train on here. You can have 2 rows of stuff. Supply depot, bulk cargo, circuit condition, and you also do 2 lines of stuff. I need you to have fuel, and you can get going. Then this train can come in and load. This is doing the stupid U-turn thing that it wants to do all the time. Because I'm definitely getting enough red circuits in now to accommodate more trains going faster, going to various locations. All the good stuffs. All the good stuffs. Always will need more trains for the red circuits, I think. This is gonna be a little bit of a problem. Just a smidge, I think. This is lithium sulfurs. 4242. I think I may be okay on lithium sulfurs. Let me have a little bit of a check here. So lithium sulfurs, I need 32.8 for the singularities. And then 1429. So I need 47.09. And this is 42.42. So I actually need more lithium sulfur batteries. Of course, there is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2.15. That's not enough. And we're limited by lithium. So lithium is going to be on the agenda to scale going forward. That is definitely on the agenda, but also on the agenda would be to, you know, double it. So what I'll do is shift these. That way I can do something along these lines. I want to get rid of this completely. And then what I can do is I can upgrade into purple, right, power. There you go. Go down and then over and in. There you go. That's gonna give everything that I need. I can completely rid myself of these red belts. No, do not need the reds at all. That should be that. It does make a lot more than what I really need, but I'm gonna just go with it, I think. Oh, sulfuric acid? Right, yeah. Yeah. Because I got rid of all the stuffs and things, I need to add the pipes back in. And there we go. More lithium sulfur batteries as long as we've got the lithium. Which I don't. Now, I did say that the point of the day today, after looking at these things, seeing, oh hey, we've now got sufficient buffer of the red circuits so that we are waiting with our trains. We now know that we have enough reds to supply the base. I was going to move on to optimization tech cards next. Now that we've set up the resources for the 10 utility and the 10 production tech cards, the next item on the list is to upgrade the wonderful optimizations. Now, this will mean that I will need additional rockets just because of the animation speed causing a problem. You can only speed beacon the rockets so much and feed them so many things. You do end up getting limited by the speed of the animation. That does not change. So I will need to request, let's say 3 of those. I could probably get away with 2 for 10 items per second, or maybe I could get away with 1 at 10 items per second. I really don't know off the top of my head what the animation speed actually is. So that's a thing to note. I am carrying around a few too many things that I don't need because they are inferior items to what I currently have. There we go. That should do it. Alright. Let's have a look here. So the main issue is going to be the rocket control units, but I think we're going to be okay in the long term. Let's head on over to those optimization tech cards. I think I have what I need in my inventory. Do I have filtration? I do, as well as electrolysis, and I should have crushers. Yep. I've got all of those things that I need for the optimization tech card upgrade at this point. We're actually almost done with Worker Robot Speed 8. That is surprising. It's probably being limited by the optimization tech cards. Let me just have a quick look over here. It is flowing. It is actually just a matter of the speed of the research labs. Humma. Humma. That is interesting. Also, this is interesting too. I need another train on the doohickeys. They're loading an entire line each. I guess I can make it load 2 lines each. Oh, now they wait? Now they wait. Okay. Sure. Be that way. Please limit to 2, and then you can do your thing. Now we have all 3 on the Immersite crystals. Let's head on over and up to my rockets. Beautiful, glorious rockets exist right up here. So remember this little build, this tiny build. Apparently this rocket silo can do like 48, 53 optimization tech cards if I threw what I needed to at it. Apparently. I don't know how accurate that is, considering the animation speed, but you know what? I guess I'll just go with it and just not have these extra rocket silos. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. How many rockets have I launched? 59 satellites. Wow. That's good to know. 59 satellites. Okay. I think you can probably sort of tell what some of the issues inherently were when I first built this, in that I did not build it with beacons in mind from the beginning. This can use singularity beacons, which means I'm going to want to use substations instead of these internal thingies here. I did build this with scaling in mind, though, so let's place these where I can in here to allow the continued scaling. Get the speed modules placed and have a look at the current value. 3.01. I would need 5.11 So I only really need one more of these to get the rocket control units that I need. Wow. Alright. I accept these values. For the exception that I am going to need to use purple belt for this and get those up there. I know that's off a tile. Get it right. There you go. So the limit is now the speed modules. The speed modules is 365. Bearing in mind that speed modules, let's just pin that. Speed modules cannot be productivity moduled. That would be 4 of these. Would I be okay with 4? I mean, yeah, just 4 buildings like this. Keep in mind that 640 is more than a lane. So I will need this to all be purple. And with those 4 going, these should be able to flow freely and make the rocket control units required for all of this. The next issue is the ability to produce the satellites. Remember that everything else in here, besides the production of the satellites, is already taken care of through other factories. That's the rocket fuel and the low density structures in particular. Good to see we are flowing on these rocket control units. I have a bit of a backup, it seems, on the satellites. Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to see. We have a bit of a backup on those. This is able to do 8.82, which means I need to add at least 1, I think, of the singularity beacons. Sure, 1 more. Really? 1 more? There we go. 10.08 is what it's capable of right now. Getting 7.2 research data. Space research data. This will produce space research data, not optimization tech cards. I don't know why it's saying that that is a product here, but that's just an actual craft time issue. Now, rocket parts are flowing very nicely. We're about to have another launch. I guess we could calculate the, actual timing of these launches and get a good idea, because, yeah, that is a pretty long sequence. Animation sequence to have to sit through. But you get 1,000 research data, which will end up becoming more than 1,000 optimization tech cards, due to the productivity here being 40%. You get 1,400 tech cards in the end for every 1,000 research data. And that flows freely. See, we're already at 20%, 25%, because of the backlog between the animation of the launches. So this is showing me that as of right now, with this production, that in order to do my 10 per second-ish, if I keep this amount of rocket parts, that my limit is not the animation speed. I'm not loading faster than the animation speed. right? Because if I was loading faster than the animation speed, it would be perpetually launching rockets. It would just fill up to 100% as quickly as stuff can load in, which hasn't happened. It did about 30% of the way, so it should be fine to keep up that 10 per second forever, pretty much. Like, if we launch a rocket and get the actual tech cards batch before this can use its full space research data, then I know that we have enough. So it still has over 400 space research data to chew through right now, meaning that we will eventually actually get backed up on the space research data in this building, which is just fantastic. And we are already launching the next rocket. There's less than 200 research left, research data. So I'm going to keep an eye on when we get the flow through. When I start seeing research data, how much is left in here? How much is left in here? And then we'll work on the rest of the satellites. So the space research data is now flowing, and it has arrived before it even fell below 100, which that's fine. That means we are now maintaining that 10 per second as long as I have the satellites to launch anyway. So, we are good on that front. We just need to make sure that I have the satellites now. So that's good, and that's good. I just need to be able to launch these satellites, and I can ignore 3 of these items because, well, it's apparently only 0.01 that I need of the satellites, and, you know, I think I may actually already have that production, but let's have a look. It is 1 building on this guy, so that's fine. It is 2 buildings here, but I've got speed modules in you. So it is just 1 there. It is just 1 there. These guys are taken care of. And this guy is speed. So in the end, it is just 1. I need to actually look and pay attention to all of this down here as well. So that's 1, and it's just iron and batteries. I have to look. I might not be making enough batteries. We shall see in the end. But that looks okay for now. We are sort of backed up there. This machine can do 1.5. Yeah, that's plenty. I have that. Yeah, that's more than fine. It's the silicon. That's the bigger factor here. I need 3.58. That's 3.78. That is fine. This, however, I don't know. 5.71. 5.4. Okay, so that's okay. It's you that's not okay. It is the actual ability to process the sand. This is going to need a little bit of bacon to make it a little bit faster. Just a little bit faster. A smidge. A smidgen faster. And we'll go ahead and give it an extra thingy just in case. There we go. That is all of that. That'll allow the solar panels to flow freely to produce the additional satellites in the end, because really this is just limited by the solar panels right now. If we can get this flowing at all times, you know, I think I just want to overproduce here by a bit. Just a bit of overproduction would be okay. Ha! Alright, sure. Just a bit of overproduction would be great. Just make sure that this is always flowing and that I have a backup of the silicon. Yeah, I should back up on the silicon at this point. The other ingredients all come in by train, and I have recently scaled most of it. Not the glass, though. So glass is going to be a problem. At some point, rather soon, I think, glass is empty in the things, and we are waiting for the trains to load with the glass, meaning I need to update this. I need to update my glass production at this point. But for now, that is the 10 per second on the optimization tech cards. I can't actually process all of this yet, because I don't have the labs with which to do so. Slash, I don't have the speed available in my labs with which to do so. Which gets me to the next thing. Am I carrying around these? No, I'm not. Let's go ahead and request a stack of these, as I will grow this down, maybe? Or do I grow it up? I can go up, and I can go down. In fact, I can go all the way up to here with this. Let's go ahead and do that. Go to the mall, pick up my stuff, upgrade my ability to actually process the science, and we will go from there, figure out what our next steps are, because, well, I know that I need glass. That is a bottleneck that will bottleneck my ability to launch additional rockets at bare minimum, and the other few things that use the glass. And I will be in need of scaling my matter and advanced tech cards and the singularity tech cards to process the 10 items per second for each one of those. And once we have done that, I just need to figure out a way to get rid of / void the red, blue, green tech cards and military gray tech cards. Just all the previous level ones that we can't consume on the regular basis anymore. / our techs are broken, we can't really do anything. So these three and the most basic of basic tech cards. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with military tech cards that need to be consumed constantly. I find it funny that this doesn't even use military tech cards to do military-based stuff here. But yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing to be thinking about going forward. I will need to figure out how to make a consumption for every one of my sciences. And, of course, we need to then also build out our power and put down the intergalactic transceiver to actually beat the game. That would be nice to actually, beat the game once we have hit our production goal of 10 per second. I don't think we're gonna go up to 60 per second. That seems a little, extreme. It's a little extreme, if only because of the, insane costs of the Singularity tech cards. Everything else, I think, is reasonable to times 6, but not this. Not Singularity. Anyway, so where was I going and what was I doing? That's a great point. I didn't actually think. I didn't think about the next step here. Those are not making things. Why? Uh, Reds? Electronic components have died because of a lack of glass. Gee, I wonder what the next thing we need to do is. I need glass. I need all of the glass. I need to completely change this and how it performs. So, let's see here. What can I do with this? Well, the first thing is to get productivity modules into the building, and then surround it with speed beacons. Now this just consumes stone, so I'm not really concerned about the productivity, but I do know that it's probably gonna actually be a little bit easier if we instead we're doing matter uh for this. Let's see, where's I already have that tech, don't I? No, I don't. It's here. So the sand step does not require the converter, the stabilizers. It's this that requires the stabilizers to get the glass, and it's 10 from 3.5. This is 1.1 into 10. Okay, sure, be that way. This, to get the quartz, 10 from 1.8. Or no, that's converting quartz into the thing. Silicon requires charge stabilizers. Glass requires charge stabilizers. Sand, 1.1 into 10. 1.1 into 10. 10 into 3.5 on the stone. I don't know. We're just gonna keep doing it this way. I have decided. I have declared. There we go. Just get some purple going in among all this. Just gotta get some purplage. All the speed and singularity beacons. This only needs the one input. It might need more than one output, but I've got at least a tile on all the things. So how fast can this go when everything is done in this manner? Could you please connect up to the main power so I can see? Oh, right, I need to actually throw stone at it. Oh, right, that's not the spot. That's the spot. So you make 214.2 from 61.2. When all of these, 24. if I could actually throw everything at these 24, would take 72 in and make 180 out. Yeah, it's a little bit. So it's a little bit of stuffs. I need an advanced furnace. That looks much the same. Pretty much exactly the same. And it will make glass out of the shawls recipe. This will take in 252, which, you know, not quite 1-to-1, but still. And it would make 126 glass out of that. How much do I make out of this? That's 2 reds. That's 60 per second, not even 60. So just getting this one would double my glass. Just casually, it would double my glass if I could feed it properly, fully. 214 is 3 output belts. Ha 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 ha. Which would therefore require 3 input belts. And it looks a little bit like that. Let's have a look-see. This has to go up a pretty good ways. You know, let's load in from the top. And yes, I know 90 is not 126. 90 is not 126. So we'll have to get rid of one of these for this. And then it's processing still greater than 90, but it's still 214. So, you know, I can just get rid of stuff until we hit about 214. That's 216. That is fine, and that's 108. So it's just a little less. Just a little less. Hello, Ollie. How's my boy? How is my boy? As we do all of this shenaniganry. Hi. Are you destroying my green screen? The answer, of course, is yes. Hi there, Ollie. Great big boy. Great big boy with a great big tail. And great big haunches. Thank you for always showing everyone your rear end every single day. Would you get that claw off? Would you get that claw out of my green screen? Those 2 claws. Hello. Yeah. Detach thyself from my green screen. That would be very much appreciated there, buddy. Let's see. So this video has been 38 minutes. Would you not? Would you not? There. Hi. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ollie. So, I don't like what I'm... Well, I guess because I do have the 2 lines out, it would look a little bit like that, so it's just fine, I think. Just please output priority into this guy, who is... Oh, boy, then we get into this shenaniganry, don't we? Yes, we do. So, I will need some of these back. Now you can process... Still limit to 214, please. That's close enough. Into 152. That's still less than 2, so magically we've now got a bunch more glass. Wow. So much more glass. Okay. From this beautiful sand. That's pretty close to 3 times the amount that's made out of this, if this could actually be fed fully, which, as you may or may not have noticed with red belts, it is not even remotely getting fully fed. Like this guy's just sitting here with a whole bunch of sand. And we can productivity all of this. Like, all of this isn't even getting productivity moduled. Just across the board. Like, what? What? I think I'll just destroy it, to be completely honest. We're just gonna do one of these things here and just demo the whole thing. Alright, that's a lot of sand. That's a lot of sand and inventory space that's gonna get taken up by this. But whatever. Yes, sand. All of the sand. Hello, sand. Nice to see all the wonderful sand everywhere. Please God, so much sand. Oh, bye. What the heck? All this sand. Enjoy your sand. Please, bots, join me again. Alright, get rid of all the reds. I don't like red. Red is terrible. In fact, I should be doing this. Now, if I shift C, all of those reds go into the thing. Because even distribution is intelligent like that. Somewhat intelligent like that. Okay, we're gonna get rid of all of this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of that. We're just going to copy this and go right over here and paste it down again. Now, 2 of these is more than the amount. So what I will need to do is add in another purple line on the stone. You're going to need to hold a lot more stone than this. And uh-oh. Did I mess anything up? No. No, I did not. Just need more stone. More stonies. Let's see. What I can do here is lower these just a couple of tiles and bring them over to here and here. Which are the actual former normal input lines. And that, as they say, is that with the exception that I do need to upgrade these lines again. To be purple. So purpley. So very purpley. Do I only have the one glass? Yes, I do only have the one glass. Oh boy. Oh, joy, oh bliss. That's interesting. Well, anyway. So these guys. they're making 304.92. That means this thing should be full within mere seconds. Within a minute and a half ish, 2 minutes, this will be completely full. And it will go and deliver on its mission. I do have 2 thingies for glass, so I will add in another train once this fills up completely. And then we're going to end things off. Supply depot, full cargo, circuit condition. You will need fuel. And there you go. You just have to wait the minute or so. So it's a bit under a full stack per second. We can do this math. 300 and, well, let's say 300. It's about 300 per second. If we do 400 times 80, right? 400 times 80, and then divide that by 300, and then divide that by 60, we get 1.78-ish minutes to completely fill this. Now, just looking at this, staring at it, watching it go by, that doesn't seem necessarily to be completely accurate. The reason being that these have an internal buffer that stops. See, it's stopping the machine for a bit, keeping it from continuing to move while it's unloading the big, vast amounts of stuff at a time. This can be rectified by having like a warehouse down here with additional outputs to keep the unloading speed going and allowing these to continuously move. But the gain is like not worth that effort. Regardless, though, we now have a lot more glass being produced in the base. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. You can do all of the wonderful things, including hitting that great big blue join button to become a member of the channel, an erudite otaku, and turn that blue button gray. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able, and I will, of course, be back next time where, oh boy, it is time to scale matter tech cards, and then advanced tech cards after that, and then singularity tech cards up to 10. Let's work on our remaining sciences next time. I will see you all then.